일단 여긴가 본데. 오. 이 사람은 누구지?
Praise the grand tree.
얘가 트루안이구나.
This must be Treewan,
트루안.
the divine syndicate's god.
그렇군. 신성 연구의 비밀을 밝혀내십시오. 저 식물 어떻게 찾지 저거?
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
숟가락. 이걸 먹어?
It is rather delicious and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like
그래,
a form of
코카인.
cocaine.
셜록 해롱해롱거리는 거 아니야 이거? 응?
The list of plant friends and benefactors, lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders. This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
또 아니 이런. 잠깐만. 또 이게 나왔네요. 잠깐 이거 어떻게 해야 되지? 이거를 또 한참 걸리겠네. 결국 자 이거 왔다. 잠깐만. 이거 맞는 것 같고. 근데 그러면 이게 안 맞네? 이건가? 이렇게. 이렇게 맞는 것 같고, 그 다음에 이거는 요거 같고. 뭐야. 이거 아닌가? 이것도 아닌데? 어려워라. 잠깐만. 뭔가 잘못됐네요 지금. 뭔가 잘못했어. 뭔가 잘못됐어. 뭔가 잘못됐어. 이거 맞는 것 같다. 잠깐만. 그럼 이번에는 여기서 이건가 보다. 이렇게 맞추고? 이거 아닌 것 같은데? 잠깐만. 아니네요 이건. 이거다. 오케이. 좋았어. 나이스.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
여기 마약 집단이네. 자식들. 약품병.
This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens.
그렇군.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments.
그렇군. 뭔가 또 있을 거예요. 뭔가 또 있겠지. 없나? 내가 놓친 게 없나? 잠깐만 여기 뭐.
A vast amount of
아편이구나 저게.
opium.
아 그래. 네, 어서 오세요. 이런 식으로 내가 식물원에서 놓친 게 있을 거란 말이야. 아 여기서 또 다 찾아야 되는데 이거 참. 못 찾으면 안 되는데. 어디 있지? 이거 이거구나. 다이오니아 머시퓰라. 이거
A
독성
tropical plant. Nothing of
아니구나.
interest.
독성 아니었나?
A tropical plant.
저 리스트에 이거 다이오나인가 뭔가 그거 있지 않았나? 내 이름 잠깐만. 잘못 봤나 내가? 아 카니보러스. 아 다이오니아 카니보러스구나. 이랑 Do not touch. 이건 아니고.
A tropical plant. A tropical.
이것도 아니고. 여기 뭔가 있을 것 같은데. 아 그러네. 이거
These three plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
이것도 가져가고. 그냥 지 멋대로 가져가네. 수상적인 성분, 맹독식물, 중독사. 그렇지 이거. 실험을 진행해라. 다 찾은 것 같죠? 또 뭐 있나? 이거 아까 그랑 똑같은 것 같은데.
A tropical.
혹시 모르니까 다 열어봅시다. 애벌레. 가져가기.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
내가 뒤져보길 잘했어. 좋았어. 자 분석을 해야죠. 분석을 하려면 자 베이커가 가서 셜록 홈즈 끝내야죠. 하기 힘들어서 오래 간 거지. 힘들었지. 아마 내일쯤이면 끝날 것 같아. 나 지금 하면서 나 눈 한 반 정도 감고 하고 있어. 자, 실험합시다. 맹독식물 실험.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
오케이. 일단 왼쪽부터. 뭐 위치를 바꾸는 거야? 왜? 일단 가져가기. 붓기.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
여기서 뭘 해야 되는 거지?
No reaction.
애벌레는 이거랑 상관 있겠죠? 얘구나.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
와, 신기하다. 냠냠.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
오, 대박인데?
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas.
뭘 해야
I
되는 거지,
wonder
여기서?
what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly
다른
plant
식물 쪽으로
should
가시를
shoot at
쏘아대면 어떤 일이 벌어질지 궁금하대. 다른 식물 쪽으로 가시를 쏘아댄다고? 뭘 어떻게 해야 되는 거지? 왜 이렇게 어려워? 이거 갑자기 어려워졌어.
No reaction.
No reaction.
My word. It shot a spike at me after I
아,
stabbed it
가시를
with a pin.
쏘는구나.
I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I
네,
increased
그래요.
the
안녕히
strength of my
들어가세요. 시험
attack.
준비 잘하고. 아,
It appears to have fallen inactive after being disturbed.
이거 뭐 하는 걸까? 바늘. 위치를 바꿔서 뭘 해야 되나 봐요. 그렇죠?
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
여기서 막힐 것 같은데.
This plant seems to have had no reaction.
오케이. 이거 부으면 무슨 반응을 하던데. 그쵸?
It
열어두고.
appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
자, 그대로 바로 애벌레. 상관없고.
It closed again. I believe I saw a
아,
small
무슨
cloud of
포자가
gas.
뿜어져
I wonder
나왔네.
what secrets this plant is hiding.
저걸,
Perhaps
아,
if we agitate it to a
잠깐만.
greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal. I am interested in.
이거를 뿌리고 바늘로 찔러버리는 거지.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
찔러버리는 거지. 그치?
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding.
벌려두기만 한다면
Agitate
발전할 수 있을
to a
텐데
greater extent
벌려둬야지.
whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the
다른 식물
prickly
쪽으로
plant
가시를
should
쏘아대면
shoot
어떤
at
일이
it.
벌어지나요? 다른 식물 쪽으로 가시를 쏘아댄다고? 뭔 소리야 이게?
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
뭔 소리야? 위치 바꿔볼까? 다른 건 없죠? 지금 이 세 개로 뭔가를 하는 것 같은데 이건 반응이 없죠.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
이거 찍어보자. 뻑.
My word. No reaction.
뭐 해야 되는 건지 모르겠다 이거.
It appears to have fallen inactive after being. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
그러면 이거 찔러볼까?
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin.
저
I
열어놓고
imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
아, 나 이런 뭔가를 하는 것 같은데.
I find the
여기다 놔볼까?
toxic gas with spores.
오케이, 이렇게 하는 거구나. 아. 아하.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
그렇군. 도둑 맞은 맹독식물 치밀한 계획이 아니네요. 신선 연구의 비밀을 밝혀내지 못했네요. 맹독식물을 자극시킬 방법을 찾으라고. 그렇군. 비밀을 아직 밝혀내지 못했는데 나중에 밝혀낼 수 있겠죠? 로딩이 되게 길어졌다 이거 갑자기. 자 갑시다. 일단 해야 될 게 보자. 아이고. 일단 모든 용의자들과 대화를 먼저. 사망전.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
아침 일과.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly, I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
오케이, 다음 용의자. 일단 저 부원장은 아닌 것 같아요, 그렇죠?
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious. Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysip something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes, he came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh my God.
그렇군.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Thank you, young man. 갑시다, 빨리. 화이트한테 갑시다. 화이트 어디 있지? 여기 있죠.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was
묘목장.
working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
사망 시각.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
음성기로.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do.
연구실에서 320분. 아까 내가 들었던 거 아닌가요?
Thank you, miss.
잠시 후.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
맹독 식물을 자극시킬 방법을 찾으십시오. 식물관을 빠져나갔다. 그리고 아, 저기 있었구나.
No, it wasn't like that.
이게 아니래. 이런. 여기도 있었네요. 그쵸? 포자를 들이마셨고, 그쵸? 이게 떨어졌고, 그 다음에 포자를 들이마셨고 식물관을 빠져나갔다. 그렇지. 여기서 그 다음이죠. 그 다음 이제 쓰러진 거지. 오케이.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
환기장치. 아까 그거죠? 어딘지 알겠다. 위치가 어딘지 근데 까먹었다. 아까 야외 쪽으로 있었죠? 더 나가야 돼. 그렇지, 저쪽. 저 환기장치 저거 얘기하는 것 같은데. 여기 가서 아니네. 아, 아니네. 식민지 식물관. 식민지 식물관. 열대 식물관. 수상식물관. 그러면 식민지 식물관은 어디야? 어디지? 잠깐만. 여긴가? 아, 여기다 놓아주는 거구나.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our
여기다
caterpillars are in
올려놓고
place. I'll
자,
activate the ventilation system.